When I was little, I always wondered about my mom's shoes. She had this one pair, the same old pair, day in and day out. They weren't fancy. The leather was worn thin, with tiny, cracked spider webbing along the sides, like little maps of all the places she'd been. The soles were smooth from countless steps on pavement, grass, and school hallways. I remember looking down at my own brand new sneakers, the ones with the flashy colors, and then looking at hers. They seemed so tired. One afternoon, sitting on the front steps while she tied my laces, I couldn't hold it in anymore. "Mom," I asked, "don't you want new shoes? Like pretty ones?" She paused, her fingers still holding my laces. She looked up, and her smile was the gentlest thing in the world. It reached her eyes, making them sparkle. "I will, sweetie," she said softly. Someday always felt like a promise. A far-off, magical time. As I grew up, I got new shoes for every school year, for basketball, for my first dance. But my mom's someday never seemed to arrive. Her old shoes just got a little older, a little more worn. Life got busy, and honestly, I stopped noticing. Years went by. I went off to college, started my career, and built a life of my own. I was home for a visit, helping her clean out an old wooden desk in the spare room. Tucked away in the very back of a drawer, I found a faded manila envelope. It was thick and heavy. Curious, I opened it. It wasn't filled with old letters or forgotten photos. It was stuffed with receipts, dozens and dozens of them, spanning over a decade. There was a receipt for my 5th grade science camp, for the graphing calculator I absolutely had to have in high school, for the set of encyclopedias I used for one book report and then forgot about. There were receipts for art supplies, soccer cleats, field trip fees, and that slightly too expensive dress for my senior prom. I stood there, in the quiet room, with the sunlight streaming through the window, holding 15 years of my childhood in my hands. Each piece of paper was a choice, a sacrifice. I added it all up in my head, a rough estimate. It was more than enough for a few pairs of new shoes. Many, many pairs of beautiful, brand new shoes. And in that moment, I finally understood. My mother did get her new shoes. She got them every time I walked across the stage to get a diploma. She got them every time I stepped onto a court or into a new classroom. Every step I took toward my future, every dream I chased, those were her new shoes. Her joy wasn't in what she wore on her feet, but in where my feet were taking me. Her someday wasn't a day on the calendar. It was me. It was my journey all along. Thanks for watching.